Hey everybody, this is Brute Squad, back with some more OpenTTD. This episode we're going to be looking at some towns finally. Right now we're looking at another train going across a rather scenic bridge here. And as you can see, I've hooked up several more coal plants. I went ahead and did that off screen because otherwise I think it would take up several episodes of just hooking up coal, and as much fun as that is, maybe we would have more fun moving on to something else. I can show you those coal lines real quick though. We did get this one that was in the corner. That is which one? This one here that was in the corner. That was the top producer. It's now tied with a new one that appeared on the map. And that one is a really good distance away. So that one brings in a whole boatload of money. In fact, we can buy pretty much a whole train with each load of coal. And that one requires 6 or 7 trains, I think, to keep the station at a high rating. So, let's see, we've got this one up here. It's also a pretty good distance. And another couple more around the map. And we have one over here up by itself that goes to a different power plant. I didn't feel like trekking that one all the way down to where we were. But now, let's go to setting up some passenger services, because that's what the meat of the game is going to be all about. And to start, I think I've chosen this area here. And let's see, around these cities, we're going to set up some train lines and maybe some metro lines. I think maybe some metro lines to start. And then we'll see where we go from there. And trams, of course. So again, keeping with my theme of not really wanting to mess with the environment I'm in, that does extend to the cities as well. So we're going to start with our stations. Now, the town authority will get upset when you start placing things. So first we'll start off with placing our stations, and then we can work on laying down track and things. Try and minimize the inconvenience. Get a few tram stations going here. I'll get one out here for future expansions. Okay, those will be good for now. And now we'll get third rail. This will be for our metro lines. And for these stations, the metro lines, I think I'm going to do a train length of 3. And that should be okay. Alright, that's going to be all the stations that go directly next to the city for now. So let's start hooking up our tram lines. Let's make a nice circle there. There's the depot. Let's go ahead and get that tram running. You can see I've cleared out all of the trams that were broken, except, well, these 2 need to be gotten rid of, so we'll just hide those for now. And you 2. And you 2, so that leaves us with the 1. There will be more trams available later, I promise. This one's not bad. We get 25 miles an hour, which is pretty good in 1909. And, let's see, 248 passengers is pretty good. So, to start, we'll just have 1 tram running around the city. Oh, we just had another one pop up, again with 00. Get you. Get your orders set up. Just go in a nice circle there. And we'll name you. There you are. See our coal train going through the mountain there. Leave that little viewport up there in case you get bored of whatever I'm doing. Still just watch the train. And we'll get you started, and you're on your way. I won't fill in the roads for these quite yet. I'm going to just work on getting the route set up. This metro is going to come over to this city. And we'll just repeat the process here. Yeah, sure. About here will work. Yeah, it looks good. See if we can get a different station in here. Let's try one of these British platforms. There we go. Connect up these streetcars. I think I want to go around this way instead. It's fine, it's not going to hurt anything to have a little extra track. Oops. We don't want you. Here. Here. Go here. Go here. That'll do you. Off you go. What city is this? Cadiz? Train 1. For now, the only one. Alright, got you set up, and let's go over here and do the same thing again. This one's going to be a little tricky with being on a hill. So we'll just do the 2 stations. I think. Looks good. And then our main metro station is going to go right here. I'm going to hold control and link it to the main station. It's Coal Run Village, yep. There you go. Get this tram line set up. And where are we going to put the depot? That is a good question. That's right here. That'll work. We don't want that. You're just going to go here, and then you're going to go here. Coal Run Village Tram Uno. Off you go. And now we'll go ahead and get this metro line working. Gonna even up some of the terrain here. That'll work. So the way the 2cc set is organized is kind of around the different scope of what trains will do. So, for example, the metro trains will be small, short distances. They'll be short trains. But their cars, one, they will load quickly. They'll load passengers quickly at stations. And also, they tend to accelerate quickly, so they have a lot of power. You can fit them into very tight spaces, and they'll still work well. Whereas, for the larger scopes, you would want like an intercity train that's a bit bigger, moves a bit faster, but goes a bit more slowly. It's a bit more expensive to run. But it's got higher speeds overall. And that's kind of how the 2cc set is organized. Let's get these signals up. I suppose this didn't need to be a terminus station, but we'll prep it for that anyway. There you are. And let's see. Get rid of some signaling there. This one does need to be terminal station. This will be the end of the line. Alright, let's get some depots in here. One at this end and one at this end. So soon we're going to have a full train service running through this area, probably, more than likely. So we'll have to rearrange some of this track, but for now we could leave it as it is. Let's get a new vehicle. And let's see, here you can tell which ones the metros are. They'll have this little symbol here, the little icon of a train on the third rail. So those will be the ones that we want to use for this. And then we will just use these wagons to extend the length. These are, as far as I can tell, purely cosmetic. So they're just there to make the train as long as you want. Everything else is going to be contained within the actual train stats. So let's see, we've got a choice between the Brooklyn Union Gate car. This one's a little slow, doesn't carry very many people. One of the earliest ones to come out, came out in 1880. The Chicago L carries a bit more passengers, a little bit faster, and came out a little, it's just introduced really. Or the London 1903, carries 250 passengers and still goes 44 miles an hour. I think that's the one we're going to go with here. So go with that. And then these trains, these extra unit wagons, they'll match the look of whatever train they're attached to. So it'll just look like a longer set. They won't look out of place or anything. So you're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. And back to here. And there you are. What will we name you? Elkhorn City Metro 1. Sounds good. And before we get you started, we'll come over to this other side. Clone you. Have you skip. And release you both at once. And then finally, go to your timetable, go ahead and choose autofill. It'll go ahead and fill up the timetable, and then it should keep to that schedule. And since I've already spaced the trains out, there's no need to set another start date. They'll both keep to their own schedule. At least I'm fairly certain that's how it works. It seemed to work that well for me before, and so that's what I'm going to keep doing with till I'm told otherwise. So we've got some tram networks running, and we've got a metro line running through there. In the next episode, we're about time to be done with this one. We're going to take a train line, a regular train line, and go from Hill Run Village, I think, to these cities out here, Millersburg to Linden. That's all for now, though. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.